Hello?
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Is my mic working? I'm not sure.
Yes, Joe. Hi, we can hear you.
Joe, are you just in here talking to yourself?
No, I was just testing my microphone. What about you, Donnie? How's prison food?
Oh, Joe, don't you worry about me. I will beat these fake charges and I will get my job back. You just keep my seat warm until then. And try not to mess this country up even more for me.
Ooh, I'm not so sure about that, Donnie. I'm betting these charges will stick better than the thing you call your hair sticks to your head.
Why, you little senile old man?
Gentlemen, please. Can we maybe leave this for another time and talk about the topic at hand?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Barack.
Thank you now. The reason we came together today is we're going to talk about all the Harry Potter movies and rank them. So let's start with the first one, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. What did you guys think about it?
Well, I talked with Jill about it last week, and she said that we went to the cinema to see it back in 2001. I have no recollection of that. So I watched it again last week, and I got to say I quite enjoyed it. It was simple, magical, and just an easy watch. It wasn't too long. And I only fell asleep once while watching it. It's an S tier for me.
Wow, Joe, thanks for finally finishing that excruciatingly long train of thought.
Donald, please.
Well, I remember seeing this film in the cinema like it was yesterday. 2001 was the year I registered as a Democrat. I don't know what I was thinking. Probably it was all those leftover Quaaludes that Epstein found in one of his mansions. 'Cause soberly, I would have never joined the Democrats. Anyway, I thought the first movie in the series was quite simple and childish. While it is perfect for Joe, it's just not for me. In my mind, it's probably around C tier.
I'm going to have to lean more towards Joe this time. I also enjoyed the marvelous journey of Harry and the gang's first year at Hogwarts. It's at least in tier A for me, if not higher. So I guess we'll average it out and put it at A.
Fine. Do what you want, like you did with this country.
A works for me.
Okay, let's move on to the second movie, The Chamber of Secrets. Donald?
Now, this one I liked more. It's a tremendous movie, I gotta say. The characters in this one are great, especially Harry, who's a winner, a real winner. He's got bravery, skill, and heart, and he's always one step ahead of the game. It's an S-tier movie, no doubt about it.
I have to say I enjoyed the movie as well, but maybe not quite as much as you did, Donald. I'd put it into B tier, personally. The special effects were impressive and the story was engaging, but I didn't think it was quite as strong as the first one.
I agree with Barack. It's a B tier for me as well. I thought it was a good movie, but I wasn't blown away by it.
Well, I think you guys are being a little too critical. This movie was a winner, believe me. I stand by my S-tier ranking.
I don't think we're being critical, Donald. We all enjoyed the movie. We just have slightly different opinions on how good it was. That's perfectly okay. We're entitled to our own views.
So 2 S's and a B.
Wow, Joe, I didn't know you could count.
Okay, let's put it into tier A and move on. I have to say, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite movie of the series. I thought it was an incredible film that took the franchise in a new and exciting direction. I'd put it to S tier.
I have to admit, I didn't understand this movie as much as the others. It felt a little disjointed to me. C tier for me.
Surprisingly, I have to agree with Joe on this one. I didn't like this movie at all. It was confusing and didn't make much sense. I'd put it to F tier.
Wow, I'm surprised to hear that. I thought the time travel element was really clever, and the story had a lot of depth and emotion. It was one of the best directed movies in the franchise, in my opinion.
I see what you're saying, Barack, but I just didn't connect with this one as much. The time travel stuff just made my head hurt.
Yeah, the time travel stuff was ridiculous. And that werewolf character was just laughable. This movie was a total mess.
Well, I'm sorry you guys didn't enjoy it as much as I did. But I stand by my S-tier ranking. I think it's a brilliant movie that takes the series to new heights.
I can see why you liked it, Barack, but I just didn't get it. Sorry, man.
Yeah, sorry, Barack, but this movie was a total dud. I wouldn't even give it a tier. It's not worth the effort.
Okay, then. As much as it pains me to do, I'll put it to C tier. I really enjoyed Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I thought it was a great adaptation of the book and had some really thrilling moments. I think it's tier A.
I have to say this one didn't really do it for me. It felt like it was trying to be too dark and edgy for its own good. I'd give it a D tier.
Really, Joe? Honestly, your movie critiquing skills are as bad as your bicycle riding skills.
I thought the Triwizard Tournament was really exciting and the ending was intense. B tier for me.
Okay, shall we settle on B and move on?
Fine by me.
Joe? Sleepy Joe, you there?
Joseph Robinette Biden Jr.
Huh? What?
Come on, old man, we're only halfway through. Get some coffee or something.
Is B tier for the Goblet of Fire fine for you?
Not really, but I guess I'm in the minority here, so just put it into B and let's move on.
I loved Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Definitely an S-tier movie. The fight scenes were incredible.
I think you're just saying that to get a rise out of us, Donald. I'd put it into B. It was good, but not great.
Yeah, I'm with Barack on this one. It was a bit long and slow in parts. B for me as well.
You two are just mad because you don't have the best taste in movies like I do. I'm a movie expert, believe me.
Oh yeah, Donald? And I suppose you're also an expert on foreign policy, healthcare, and climate change?
Don't forget pandemics, Barack. I hear Donald has some very interesting ideas on that.
Ha, you guys just can't handle that. I have great taste in movies. I bet you both love Twilight.
As if, Donald. I wouldn't watch Twilight if you paid me $1 million.
I'd watch it for $1 million, but only if you also threw in a bucket of popcorn and a large soda.
Pathetic. You two don't know what you're missing. I have the best taste in movies, believe me.
Sure you do, Donald. Just like you have the best words and the best hair.
And the best crowd sizes, Barack. Don't forget that one.
You guys are just jealous. I have the best everything. And I know for a fact that Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is an S-tier movie.
Well, we can agree to disagree on that, Donald. But I think we can all at least agree that it's a good movie, even if we have different opinions on how good it is. Let's move on.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince? Boring. It's a D-tier movie.
I don't know, Donald. I thought it was at least a C-tier movie. It had some good moments.
D tier? Are you serious, Donnie? You probably didn't like it just because it was so long that by the end of it your spray tan had come off.
Damn.
Oh, wow, look who woke up. Sleepy Joe.
Yeah. Now where was I? Oh, right. Half-Blood Prince is B, in my opinion. It wasn't the best, but it was still entertaining.
Okay, let's put it to C and move on, guys. I gotta go soon. Michelle just baked a nice red velvet cake.
Oh, I love red velvet. Can I come? Melania is still mad about the whole Stormy Daniels thing. I mean, come on, it's all fake news.
Sorry, but Michelle has some relatives coming over. Maybe another time, Donnie.
Okay. Let's continue with the Deathly Hallows Part 1. I thought it was one of the weaker ones of the series. I mean, a really freaking good series overall, but this one definitely wasn't very good. D, in my opinion.
Wow, Joseph Robinette, I guess lightning can strike twice in the same place. It's most definitely a bad film. Wouldn't even put it to D. I'd say E is the highest I could fathom seeing it.
I also thought it was too dark and depressing, considering it is a Harry Potter movie. I'd say D as well.
Okay, Barack, side with the sleepy old man.
And now the last one of the series, Deathly Hallows Part 2. I'd say it's a solid B-tier movie, good action, and a satisfying conclusion to the series.
I don't know, I thought it was kind of boring. Definitely a D-tier movie for me.
What are you talking about? The final battle was epic.
I've seen better battles, and the whole time travel thing was just confusing.
Time travel? That wasn't even in the movie.
Wait, what? Are you sure? I could have sworn I saw Hermione with a time turner.
That was in the third movie, Donald. You're thinking of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. We just went over it.
Oh, right. Well, my point still stands. Deathly Hallows Part 2 was a snooze fest.
You just don't appreciate good storytelling, Donald. Maybe if there were more golf scenes, you would have liked it.
Hey, I'll have you know I appreciate a good story. I just didn't think this was one of them.
Well, I thought it was an A-tier movie, but then again, I always fall asleep during action scenes, so maybe that's why.
Okay, so I guess that's it. The tier list is finished?
I don't like it.
Of course you don't. But then again, you don't like anything you didn't do all by yourself. That was mature.
What happened?
Nothing, Joe. Time to go to bed. It's already 6:30 in the evening, and I got to go too.
Okay, Barack, bye.
Good night, Joe.